And so there was another thought that came through from the end of that video about hidden business costs. So, well, yeah, like if power to the people, where we all have our own skill, and we people talk about, conspiracy theorists talk about this all the time. They talk about all the time about how there has been an intentional plan to dumb down the minds of people, and then that's where you get into like slavery and all kinds of things, classism, blah blah blah. But if you focus on your craft, and here's the thing, being an artist, being a candle maker, being a writer, being a jewelry maker, designing clothes, like any of these things that might be deemed unessential, which is not true. It's highly essential. Everyone's skill, everyone's purpose matters, right? You see that in nature. So whatever your purpose is, if you can align with your purpose, we'll have more balance in the world, right? So the power to the people, for everyone to invest in themselves and their craft. There's nothing. So the video I reposted from the Man of the Stars, I don't know if it would be on my repost. I think I put it on my story, but it's like, quit giving a fuck about that job. And I understand that completely. It's like, there's nothing wrong with working a job. There's nothing wrong with all of these things. Been there myself, even though I hate it, and I do feel like there is something wrong. It's wrong with the system. There's nothing wrong with the person who has to work a job for someone else to get where they need to go. There's steps and lessons along the way, because when you work for someone, you should be being like mentoring under them for you to be able to learn for your own independence, not to become codependent. The issue is a lot of businesses and employment, they focus on codependency. And that's because everyone has like a scarcity mindset. I talked about that in like my Wyrd healing little clip, where I was like, I don't want to be like healthcare, which is just a revolving door. I don't want people to depend on me. If you come to me for a healing service of any kind, whether it's a story, a candle, or a tarot reading, birth chart reading, a mediumship, a one-on-one conversation where you pay for my time to be a teacher to you. Like, you want, hey, Sarah, I want to know all about your glamour magic. I want to know all about your moon rituals. I want to know about this or about that or whatever. I love sharing information. I fucking will talk your ear off. So I would love to teach people all of these things, but for me to be able to have the time to do it in the system, I have to charge money for it. But that's also some of my skills. I am a jack of all trades, and a jack of all trades may not be is a master of none, but it's better than being a master of one. And I fucked that up. I did not say that as smoothly as I wanted to, but I've really had to embrace that lesson. But there's also nothing wrong with being a master of one. It's just owning it. It's owning your skills and your mastery, and also embracing the fact that while I'm not just a jack of all trades, like I would say I am fairly mastered in a couple things, multiple things, and I work really hard. I want to be more efficient in other things. Part of my lesson has also been allowing the masters of other crafts to shine. I don't have to do everything myself. I know some stuff about herbalism, but I don't have to learn everything about herbalism. I can go to an herbalist who has a deep, genuine passion for it. I have a passion for writing. I have a passion for candles. I have a passion for talking. I have a passion for knowledge and like hierophant kind of energy. And so it's embracing your skill, right? And then when it comes to like bartering, that's just to help break down money systems, because everyone thinks that everything like you're putting a high price on everything, because the only energetic exchange that is deemed valuable is monetary value, which is not true. Like I tell people all the time, I trade services, I trade reviews, word of mouth. Like there is so much you could offer me to receive something from me. Like I am totally cool with that. And I think that that's the balance, is like, yes, sometimes there has to be money exchanges, but that's not everything. And so then like bartering is a unique thing. But again, power to the people is being able to choose when you need to have a monetary exchange versus another form of energetic exchange for balance. And as long as you're fulfilled and it equals itself out, like it's no one else's fucking business. But the system focuses so hard on money and all of this self-worth attached to money, which I have gone through the fucking ringer with. We were talking in another video that I replied to a follower where it's like, it's not about my self-worth. It's because I've gone through those already. Like, I definitely feel like I'm on the other side of all of that. Doesn't mean I haven't been there. But I do think society implements a lot of shame and guilt over monetary value and success that really dims people, keeps them small, keeps them in a codependent loop, and prevents them from healing. Funny enough, the spiritual community is not innocent in that. A lot of spiritual practitioners, they want to hook you you get another tarot reading. They want to hook you for another service. If you need one reading from me, if you need one candle from me, if you need 5 minutes of my time and that's all you need from me and you never need me again, super fulfilled. Any of my issues that I've had is that people don't give me credit for where I have healed them, inspired them, or any of the above. And that has been from the beginning. So people who followed me for a very long time, you would know that I've had a lot of issues where I've defended my candles and my candle designs. It is not that I don't care, or it's not that I don't want people to create candles. I love inspiring people, and if you pick up a craft for yourself and it's genuine, awesome. My problem is they steal my designs and then they run with it and they never tell anyone about me. I never get the credit. Or it's just all kinds of other shysty things, or where they try to be me, that destiny swapping energy, which it's you want what I have instead of creating it for yourself, you're going to steal it from me. And I don't take too kindly to thieves at all. Even if you steal loudly through inspiration, I wouldn't call that thievery. I thought about that a lot. I think inspiration and stealing are completely different realms of things, and that goes into a whole other tangent of things. But I definitely think people need to be loud and full of love for everyone that has advance them in some way, even through the not cool, not fun dynamics that I've gone through with the astrologer I worked for, or not worked for. That sounds weird. That was a weird slip. Because I was under a magazine for her, but I worked with her. I hired her to do some readings and stuff. She was awesome. I still give her credit for everything that she taught me, even though our relationship ended in a not so cool way. I still give credit where credit's due. And that has been one of my complaints the whole time. And I do feel like there is this weird hierarchy of competition, and I think it's rooted in a lot of the classism. It's that herd mentality that Nietzsche talks about. It's no, the world's abundant. And so if accepting inspiration and creating it, to me, that's a huge energetic exchange that's beautiful. Is if you accept inspiration from somebody, the least you could do is either pay them monetarily or give them a shout out. Otherwise, that's where you become a thief, because there was no exchange, there's no understanding, and that's the unethics of thievery, where it becomes, I would say, a sin or whatever. But anyway, that more tangents of things. But with all that, I definitely want to try to close this up and be done yapping. So I just think more people need to find their passions and their purpose and find a way to create a world for themselves. And again, nothing wrong with day jobs in the meantime. But I don't think people should get trapped in those codependent loops. As someone who has been in those codependent loops, not thinking that they could be interdependent or independent. And so that's I don't even know how to wrap this up, but that's just my main thing is I just think more people should find themselves, quit trying to be others, and quit trying to fit into systems that are truly unnatural. And if it is natural to you, then have fun with it. Nothing against people who genuinely are comfortable in 9-to-5 corporate America. I think it all serves a purpose, but it's not meant for everyone. And I think we need to adapt society to be inclusive for everyone. That's what universal design in occupational therapy was designed for.